Is Lily from Nmixx being ostracized by her members and fans alike? Is Wonyoung in fact a terrible Samsung brand promoter? Is this photograph proof that TXT Beomgyu and Sserafim's Chaewon are actually dating? And most importantly, was BLACKPINK's Jisoo replaced with an AI version of herself? All that and more in today's video, so if you're interested then please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. So we're gonna start off with Lily being ostracized. I've been seeing clips of this going around, and I don't know, I haven't seen the full video, so we're gonna check that out. But it seems that Lily was at a fan sign with the rest of her members of Nmixx, and every other member got a gift from fans except for her, which of course is definitely a very sad thing to happen. So of course a lot of people are feeling bad for Lily because it's not fun to be left out of things, but I've also seen a lot of the Nmixx members being dragged into this in a way that, you know, well, if you see that your fellow member is being left out, why wouldn't you give one of your gifts to her? You know, this person had so many headbands, why wouldn't they just give her one of their headbands? To which I'm sure if a fan gave a certain member a specific gift and then you go and give that gift to another member, I'm sure that wouldn't really play out so well. Do you know what I mean? But let's watch the video together. So here's one of the posts. Is Nmixx the next Pristin? Netizens debate over a video showing Nmixx's recent fan sign event. Now this is a video by Johnny Park. So we see Lily here on this side. She looks literally traumatized. Of course, this adds to people feeling so incredibly bad for her. Now, out of context, just seeing a video like this, you know, I would just go as far as saying that if I were an idol, you would catch me zoning out a lot. Let's see what this is about. This is a 15-minute video, so yeah, we just see a lot of them posing for their fan sites, except for Lily at the end. Yeah. I mean, of course, if you go to a fan sign and you're the only member who doesn't have any gifts, that is sad as hell. I'm not gonna lie. And I can't even say like it's the fans' fault, right? Because presumably, I don't know how much these gifts cost, but if you're already spending a lot of money to go to a fan sign and you have a specific bias, do you buy something for every single member? Or after having spent all that much money, do you only buy gifts for your bias? So if everyone happens to bias every single other member except for Lily, it's definitely a weird situation to be in, right? But let's go on. Put this at 2x speed actually. So basically, we're just seeing all the other members looking quite happy, actually. And a lot of people noticed that Lily wasn't being super interactive with the fans or being her bright self as usual. I mean, she's not giving at nothing, but it is like a stark difference between everyone coming out with all of their gifts and then her with absolutely nothing. So this is kind of the instance where I've been seeing people like, well, if you see that she has no gifts, why don't you give her one of your gifts to not make her feel left out as a fellow Nmixx member? So this is where the members are kind of getting dragged into this a little bit from what I've seen. And it's like, again, I've mentioned, if a fan goes to the trouble of giving you a gift and then you're like, here, take this gift that was given to me by a fan who went through the trouble of giving me a gift, I don't see that going over too well. Like, it wasn't meant for Lily. At the end of the day, is it sad? Of course, but you also go on websites and do photo card tradings and you see the price difference in members of the same group. For example, when I used to trade Ateez cards, Jongho's cards were always like, let's say $3, and then you go to San's cards who are like, sometimes $50. I don't think you can instill within fans to have equality amongst all the members. It's never going to happen. It's not going to happen. And especially in real life instances like this, where you think, okay, I'm buying something from my own bias and that's it. And you don't take into account that pretty another member won't have any. I don't know. Like, it baffles me. Like, statistically, what are the odds of this happening? Apparently pretty high, because this happened to Pristin, apparently. That's what the article was referring to. I just want to see if there's anything we might miss out of here. I mean, she's making the best out of the situation that she can, right? I was baffled when I saw this gif. So there's this Pristin member, she's out in front doing poses, and every single camera is pointed towards the rest of the members. There's not one camera pointing towards her as far as I can see. And it's like, it's hard to get mad at individuals because obviously if you're just focused on one person, you're kind of not aware of your surroundings either. You kind of go into this with the understanding that someone else is going to bias that member, right? And then it happens so that no one does. I don't know. I don't know. Like, if I were to go to a concert, I could never just choose one member to focus on because I change my bias all the time. So I would rather just have like a full, I mean, do you want to see my concert footage? It's really not that great. If I had a camera like that, you know, let's just say it would be horizontal. I wouldn't pick just one person. I would try to mix it up between all the members, try to be a little more equal. But then again, I'm also a little scared of getting canceled by international stands. So you never know, which can create situations like this. I don't know. I really want to know what you think about this. Do you think it's just unlucky? Like just the luck of the draw? It just so happens that that was the situation that happened at another fan sign. Of course, she might have some fans, which some people are pointing out. Do you blame individuals for focusing on their specific bias? Do you think maybe there should be rules to stop giving idols gifts? Because at the end of the day, it is kind of wasteful. Like the amount of fan signs that they're going to, the amount of gifts they're being given, it's unlikely that they'll be able to even keep all of these. It's just, I think it's something that a lot of people can relate to, you know. Looking at Lily with no gifts reminds me of the time when Kepler held a fan sign and Bahia didn't get anything. It's something relatable, right? Like, should I tell another anecdote? When I was younger, like my cousins, despite living like 2 minutes away, would constantly like go out and do things and like rub it in my face, and they would never include me despite me being a youth that was home alone. Don't tell Child Protective Services. But it's just the sense of you could include somebody in on something and it could really make that person feel so much better about themselves. It could make that person feel more included and not like the world is doomed. Too far. Okay, I get it, too far. So I definitely think it's something very relatable to people, just this feeling of being purposefully, or maybe in this situation, like, is it really purposely leaving her out? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what you make of this whole situation. But we also have a little update, shall we say, another post on Natepan. People who claim that Lily and Nmixx fans are ostracizing Lily. So these are just a bunch of photos of her having gifts, of her being included, not being neglected. You can see her with all of her little gifts here. Seriously, these people are bullshitting. Looking at the top trending posts on Pan, it just seems like Lily's fans weren't selected for that specific fan sign, and the fans of the other members also probably didn't take care of giving some items to Lily. Usually Lily receives a lot of items and she also suits them. I hope people didn't take one fan sign just to swear at them. So this is kind of another point of view of, you know, it was unfortunate that none of her fans were selected to that fan sign, which, like, how? I don't, statistically how? It's a little confusing. Then some of the comments, these were all people who never even looked at Mx but are just doing it because they found something they can hate on. At this rate, they're just doing this because they want to swear at them. I saw 2 Chaewon hit posts trending and they're trying to trend them all. Nmixx are trending on Pan because a few trolls took one video of them to judge their relationship. It's hilarious. They did the same thing to Nan and Dahyun in 2017, and I still remember seeing over 2,000 upvotes on that post. Because of that, Nayeon got hated on for years. Right now, the entire team has renewed, and they're just being successful overseas. That Nayeon is even attending Misamo's concert in Japan to see them. They're not saying a single word. That's why these rumors here are so useless. The moment I saw the post trending, I knew it was forced hate. They looked way too excited finding something they could hate on. Seriously, there's no way they made that post thinking about Lily. Now let's talk about Wonyoung and the iPhone situation. So we've absolutely all seen the video of Sydney Sweeney and Wonyoung together. Sydney is promoting a Samsung phone. You know, she was playing along with Sydney. She was like, oh my god, the photos are so cute. Even though, to be honest, I mean, the photos were cute because they were in them, but otherwise, were they that extravagant, you know? From close, iPhone is better. I don't know. Listen, I'm an iPhone girly to my core. Everyone is praising Samsung for their camera capabilities. Listen, I brought my iPhone to 2 K-pop concerts and it was perfectly fine. Here's my fan cam of Rock With You by 17. And here are some lovely photos of Jungkook and Sam that I took. You can literally see their pores. Beautiful memories. But anyways, she also did a sponsored post on Instagram where she's like, I love the Samsung, whatever the fuck. The most innovative moment, without a doubt. Hashtag Samsung Unpacked. Literally everything was amazing. Hashtag Galaxy Flip 5. New flex window and multitasking. Can't wait for my new one. I'm full of love for @Samsung Mobile right now. Heart emoji. What heart emoji is that? Well, since that's where we're going to get into trouble here in a minute, just wait for it. So Samsung, of course, comments on this, and we're full of love for you. Who wouldn't be? Absolute queen that she is. However, she got herself into some trouble by posting the following story to her Instagram. So Sydney posted this and she reposted it to her own story with the black heart emoji, which is apparently exclusive to iPhone. Now, from the way I understood it was that emoji specifically was exclusive to iPhone, and it blew my mind because I'm like, I've been seeing the world through a very iPhone centric lens. I cannot name you a single Android emoji. I've never seen one. So of course people are saying like, I thought she loved Samsung. She's literally declaring her love for Samsung, and yet she's reposting a sponsored post. Presumably it's just Sydney's sponsored post and she's reposted. Who knows? I don't know. This post in and of itself doesn't say hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored, even though we can fully infer that she was paid to post this, right? Likewise, the story that she reposted, I'm not sure if that was part of a contract to repost it, or maybe she just reposted it out of the goodness of her heart. I don't know. I feel like it's unlikely. Just real talk. I don't want anyone. I love Wonyoung. I would literally take a bullet for her. Just real talk. We don't need to get defensive over this. That's why it's important to disclose when you are being promoted. Hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored. Literally saying this post was sponsored by so-and-so. So the story could have been sponsored. Maybe it was part of the contract to repost the story on her own story. We won't know because there's no hashtag ad or clear messaging that this is sponsored, even though the wording is certainly most not something that just came from her heart. Like, hey, I want to promote this in this specific wording and this specific brand of Samsung phone for the hell of it. It doesn't work like that. But anyways, so she reposts the story and this specific brand of iPhone heart, black heart emoji. Now, on the other hand, people are defending her, saying she never had an exclusive contract to begin with, so it doesn't really matter. She can use whatever phone she wants. She's not actually a Samsung brand ambassador. However, at the end of the day, within the context of everything, of course, there's something to talk about when she's using an iPhone emoji to repost a story that is a sponsored post of Samsung, which may not be a sponsored repost on her end at the end of the day. Who knows? That's just the way I see it. I think it's kind of funny because if I was a Samsung brand ambassador, I'd get caught so quickly. Again, I'm an iPhone girly to my heart. Like, the only time I've ever held a Samsung was to bring it back to the store because I hated it. But I'm not above selling out. I don't want to ruin my brand partnerships prospects. No, Samsung is literally great. Take it to your concerts or something. I don't know. I actually posted a short about this, so let's read some of the comments. Wonyoung always wins the I don't give a F wars from an Android user. For context, I was like, is it true that this black heart emoji is exclusive to Android? And people kept putting black heart emojis. I'm like, I have an iPhone. I'm literally going to see the iPhone one. That's why like it baffled me. I'm like, I literally see the world through an iPhone lens. So everyone's putting black heart emojis and I'm like, it's the iPhone heart for me. I don't know what you're doing. Android has the black hearts as well. It's because it has the iPhone design. I'm still trying to find what the Android heart looks like to be able to tell the difference. Wonyoung really said, let me pretend I care. Why do people care so much? Like, they will literally cancel her for anything at this point. I don't think like there's a point in like canceling her over this. I just think it's ironic and kind of funny at the same time. But of course, let me know what you think about this. Let's move on to some dating news. So we have TXT Beomgyu and Sserafim's Chaewon, who are rumored. Let's just show you. Is the Sserafim Chaewon dating TXT's Beomgyu? This is so funny to me because as soon as I saw the picture, even with the pink circle showing me what I'm supposed to be looking at, I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be seeing here. So we see this picture of Beomgyu. He looks like he's studying very diligently. I don't know what he's doing. At the top corner of the fridge, there is apparently some Chaewon goods. So we see in the corner here, and then this is apparently what it is. It's literally Chaewon holding a pink racket. Apparently, like, I feel like it could be anything. Here are some of the other evidence that we have. So we have Sserafim's reaction to TXT's stage. Chaewon is following along from time to time and was shocked when Beomgyu threw the lighter. Okay. And then here, it literally says, there was also a time when she got shocked when she was singing Beomgyu's song. Also, when IZ*ONE disbanded, he went missing on the V app. He might literally just be an IZ*ONE stan, as many of us were. When 21 disbanded, I literally left Kpop altogether for a couple of years. It's not unreasonable behavior. So I think this is so funny because do you guys remember when there was rumors of Karina from aespa dating Hyunjin from Stray Kids? Because he showed a bit of the wallpaper on his phone and people were pairing it up almost perfectly to pictures that Karina had uploaded, and it was almost perfectly because the pictures didn't match, but they were like, oh my god, she took like different pictures for him and he put it on his wallpaper, and then he had to come out and be like, look at this wallpaper, this is my actual wallpaper, it's not who you think it is. So it's just so funny that people do this, because ever since that situation, because I really believed it, I was like, it's literally Karina, I literally believed it. Ever since that situation, I'm like, you can't believe it every time people do this, because it could kind of fit or fit even perfectly and still be another photo, right? Though in that situation, it didn't really fit perfectly to begin with, but if it fits perfectly, then maybe it is true. I don't know. Let me know what you think about this. I love ridiculous dating rumors. I live for them. Now we need to move on to Jisoo because a lot of people think that this isn't actually Jisoo. So there was this picture posted of her and Haaland, Erling Haaland. I don't know anything about football. Please forgive me. So he's a Norwegian football player and he plays for the Premier League club Manchester City and the Norway national team. I've heard of Manchester. I actually used to really like football. FIFA was my shit for like the 1 year that I liked it. But then the team I like lost, and I too lost interest. It was the Dutch football team, by the way, KNVB. I had my orange merch and everything. But anyways, this picture is posted on, I think, Pop Base on Twitter. And all the replies are like, this isn't Jisoo. That's literally not her. Who is that? That's not Jisoo. And a lot of people are actually saying that it looks like Minji from New Jeans. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't notice any of that. I was just like, yeah, obviously like it looks like her. Like I wouldn't think it's somebody else. The one thing I noticed that her knee looked like it was on backwards. That was the one thing I noticed. Does it not look like the shadow of her knee? Like it looks like her leg is completely turned the other way, right? Does it not look like that? So upon further inspection, I mean, as much as I love staring at knees all day, the shadow looks like that because one of her knees is pointed like this and the other one is just pointed straight towards the camera. Does that make sense? So it's not that her knee is backwards. It's just that it's pointed slightly to the side, which creates a shadow, which makes it look like it's backwards. So I figured that out. Don't worry. It's like when she performs Flower and they pick her up, like her knee is rotated in the same actual position as well. I remember noticing that. Is that weird to know? Okay, I need to tell you a little story because I was like, I posted a short about this as well. And I was literally asking people close to me, I'm like, is it rude to say her knee looks backwards? I was so scared of getting canceled for saying her knee looks backwards. Like, what if stans come for me and they're like, how dare you talk about her knee like that? Like, I was literally scared. I was like preparing my apology in advance, actually. But it looks backwards. I'm sorry. It's the shadow. There's nothing wrong with her, personally. I also posted this as a short, so let's see what you guys had to say. Imagine Jisoo wasn't actually there and they edited her face on a model standing in for her. Deadass looks more like Minji than Jisoo. They used face smooth filter. The smooth filter went so hard and it removed the poor guy's blonde eyebrows off. I thought we left this amount of smoothing back in 2015. The more I look at this picture, the more I feel like it's a different person. I don't really think it looks like Minji, but damn, they really edited her photo a lot. So everyone thinks it doesn't look like her. Now, I know you guys are going to sit there and be like, you literally have a face smoothing filter on right now. Yeah. And what about it? Okay, I'm not trashing it. I use a face filter all the time. It's just like a comfort thing. When you are online and people absolutely trash every single thing about you, your eyebrows are disgusting, your mascara is too clumpy, your face is ugly, you have fat fingers. It's like, yeah, I wanna help myself a bit. I wanna help myself a little bit. If I'm ugly, I'm still gonna be ugly with the face filter, but at least you won't see my pores. Thank you very much. Also, I'm on retinol right now. My face is dry as hell. If you could see my makeup up close, it's peeling off. I need the face filter. I'm not taking it off. I'm sorry. But at least I'm honest that it's there. You can ask me any day of the week. I'll tell you with full confidence, it's on high right now. In my vlogs, it's on low. Sometimes it's off completely, and that's by accident. Anyways, let me know what you think of this. I actually have other examples because in light of her not looking real, I've started noticing nobody looks real. This post was sent to me and it's of Tiffany, and I saw this and right away I was like, that's not Tiffany. That literally doesn't look like Tiffany. I don't know who that is. That's not Tiffany. And then this picture of Kim Kardashian. It literally doesn't look like Kim Kardashian. Nobody is looking real. So now let's move on to K-pop shenanigans, which are just fun little things that have happened in K-pop recently. So Ateez were at the Waterbomb festival in Japan. And I've just been seeing so many videos going on. They just look so happy and like they're having so much fun. According to Koreaboo, Mingi went viral. Of course, I've seen videos of him, but I've seen more videos of like Jongho actually. Okay. If you haven't seen Mingi, okay, Mingi is something else live. When I went to the concert, not gonna lie, he wasn't my favorite member. And then I saw him perform and just his energy and everything, there was something happened to me. He's literally in my bias line now. Here's a picture I took of Mingi using my iPhone 14 no, I don't think I'm that advanced. What version is this? 13? Sun smile, oh my god. And they all just look like they're having fun. Hongjung smile, I love it. Love to see it. Hakuna Matata. But there's these videos of Jungkook going around where he looks like he's watering plants, messes his garden. So that is basically it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to let me know what you think of each of these subjects in the comments below. These are the lovely individuals who help support this channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. You can too by joining my Patreon in the link in the description. As for me, I'm going to get going, but I'll see you guys next time. Bye!